Hi, today I want to show you how to make hearts and stars on wires. These are great things just to learn to do, very, very quick and easy. There's not really much skill involved, but just it's a good thing to have lying around the house. So what we used to always do is have them in boxes, different colours. So when the time comes, someone's looking for an emergency cake, you've always got a little box of hearts and stars ready there just to finish a cake off. So what I'm going to show you to make is just a few different colours. I've got lime green, hot pink and purple. And what we'll do is we put them on 20 gauge wires. And then once the time comes, we then use them to push them into the cake to give you a nice finish. Now, you shouldn't really be sticking wires directly into a cake, so you want to use a posy pick or just a little plastic container that's in the cake that's not going to be contact with the sponge, so it can be removed just so there's no cross-contamination there. So what I have here, just start off with the pink. So I've just got some fuchsia pink sugar paste. Now, if you're making them advanced, you don't have to put anything through the sugar paste for like a hardener, like CMC or Tylos powder or gum trag. But if you want to make them fast, then pop one of those powders in just to help it strengthen it up a bit quicker. So we just want to roll the paste out. And you want to roll it as thin as you can, just so it looks nice and delicate, but not too thin that when you put the wire through it just comes out the side or out the back. So probably about 1.5 to 2 mils in thickness. There we go, so I think that looks fine. So if we just cut across there, have a look. So that's about actually between 2 and 3 mils, so I can go slightly thinner. How's that? Good. So that's about 1.5 to 2 mils, so that's perfect. Okay, and then if I just get a ball tool or a bone tool, one of each will do. And if we just get the cutters, so I've got a sort of large, medium and small love heart. So I just want to push down, give it a little wiggle, and that's it cut, and it's got nice and neat. So just down and wiggle. If I just lift it up so they don't stick to the table. That's better. So I'll go for 3 large and just 3 of each size. There we go. And one more like that. Okay, and then I want to go for 3 small. There we go. And I'm just going to take one of each of the stars. So again, wiggle it. If it sticks there, I'm just using the bone tool just to push it out like that. Now there's a wee bit of white on there, so it must have a white from the last time I used it. So just try it again. There we are. That's better. And then a small one. That's good. So I'll just do 2 just in case. And then I'll just do the 1 large one. There we are. Oh, that's got white bits left in it as well. Yeah, that's good. Right, so once we've got them made, just wrap up your sugar paste. Now, for a nice even dry, especially if you're in a bit of a hurry, I normally use a sponge, just the one that you use to make your flowers and petals on. It just means the air can dry both sides. So I've got 20 gauge florist wires, and I'm just cutting it in half, but not exactly in half, so just one slightly smaller than the other one, just when you get that explosion it looks a bit more interesting. And all I want to do is just dip it in the water, pick up the decoration, and I just want to feed that down the middle like so. Okay, so like that, and then we just want to leave that to dry on the sponge. Okay, so just dip it in the water. Now remember just to put the water in, because they won't, oh, I've just went and punctured that one. Now when that happens, I've just went and damaged that one, so it doesn't look so good. Now rather than waste it, I'm just going to turn it into a different one. So a little bit of water in the middle, and then I'm just going to pick one of these little ones up. Place that in the middle there, and just to make it into a double heart like that, so that looks nice, like so. Now, these are the kind of jobs that when someone came to work, start work placement, or from school, these are the jobs that we normally get someone to start off with, just so they're learning how to roll sugar paste out, to get the right thickness and thinness, and how to speed up when you're working with the sugar. So it's pretty much the whole summer would be spent with someone just making hearts and stars. Not the most exciting job, but it really just gets them started, and then they can then move on to doing the real cakes after that. There we go. Now the shelf life of once you've made it up, I would still say would be the same shelf life as what's on the actual box, the packet of sugar paste, so you know how long it's lasts. So you just write the shelf life on the side of your container that you're keeping them in until the time's needed. Oops. Trying to cut too many there. So once these are finished, once I've got these dried, then what I can do, there's many different options that you can do. You can dip them into glitter, you can lustre them, you can spray them with glazes and lusters, or you can pipe messages on them, like someone's age or someone's name, just to sort of personalise the cake a little bit more. So that, as I say, they're really good and just handy to have lying around. Also, it's got a wire in it, so someone's generally not going to be eating it anyway, so you can even stick diamantes and crystals and things in them as well, just to add to that extra bling factor, but also just making sure your customer knows that. There we go. So you can see I'm just laying them on the sponge. Now don't worry about them overlapping and having a few little marks. I'm not too worried about that. Once they're all collectively together, you shouldn't really be highlighted. You shouldn't really highlight the small imperfections. Now you can put them on thinner wires. The problem is when the explosion comes out, if it's too thin, it just bends and bends the wire. I don't think it looks as nice. I think it's nice to look like it's just shooting straight out of the cake like that. So that's good. So, oops, I've been holding this up too long. There we go. So that's the hot pink ones made. So what I'm going to do now is just go away, and then when I come back, I'll have the lime green and the purple ones ready. Okay, so that's me got the pink, purple and green hearts and stars made, and they've been left to dry. So now it's just a case of using them to decorate the top of the cake. So what I want to do is just get the wire cutters, and you just want to trim them to size because you don't want them to be too big, and you're just popping them into the top of the cake. And you just the smaller one's actually quite nice, a little bit longer, so they're actually jumping out a little bit higher like that, and then just working your way around. And the bigger ones maybe just a little bit smaller, and have them like that. And just trying to evenly have the starburst and love hearts coming out sort of evenly all around the top there. Now that's quite a long one, so let's just see, does that look, that's too long. Okay, and maybe some love hearts. Put some love in the air. There we go. Two purples together doesn't look so good, maybe at the back. There we go. And a hot pink. There we are. Let's just see. There we go. So it needs something about here, so we've got a purple one higher. Oh, that was too small. Just leave a purple love heart would be nice. Oh, I'm getting too snip happy. That's better. There we go. And then maybe some smaller ones just coming around the outside as well. There we go. And that's the hearts and stars in there. And you can see it really just brings the cake to life and gives it that nice explosion look. So there we go.